With Bitcoin breaking all-time highs for the first time in 4 months, what if I told you that the real Bitcoin bull market hasn't come yet, but it's about to? So if the thought of making millions, billions, potentially even trillions of dollars in gains gets you excited, hit that like and subscribe. Get signed up with FEMX below. No KYC or VPN required if you sign up with the link below. And without any further ado, as we've been discussing, it's happening. Bitcoin has been doing exactly what we've been expecting. First, with the RSI being very bullish. Next came the MACD. And things have only been accelerating. In fact, they've accelerated so much that as of just moments ago, we've hit a new all-time high for the first time in multiple months since the very beginning of this year. And absolutely, in my very strong opinion, this is just the beginning. And not only is it my opinion, there is unlimited, nearly, evidence to also back that up. I think this thing's going much higher, much quicker than a lot of people realize, and we have a lot of things we can look at for that. Specifically, as Tech Dev points out here, the most important chart in crypto right now is that Bitcoin tops when green tops, and we're still in the red, basically when it starts going most vertical. We are as I've been saying for months, we are nowhere near the top. And I think that, we could spend, if I really wanted to, if I culminated like every piece of data over the last, 6 to 12 months, we could spend 3 hours just talking about all the things that are really bullish about where Bitcoin is heading in the very short term. I mean, for pizza's sake, I think the money printer, the M2 money supply, as we're about to look at right here, Impulse, as we've been discussing for months, exactly as we're expecting Bitcoin to start moving up, it is following the money supply like it seems to literally always do. We also see that with Bitcoin now at all-time highs, retail euphoria is nowhere to be found. Bitcoin just broke its all-time high, and nobody, literally no one, except the people that are here all the time, like you and I, there's like no new people really paying attention. They're going to be paying attention when Bitcoin's at 250K, 300K, 400K. That's when they're going to be buying in. As always, right? After like the biggest pumps. The Coinbase app is currently ranked at 303. When Bitcoin was at an all-time high last time, it was 15. That is, there's a million metrics. I have my own social metrics with like social media and engagement. There's these type of metrics. There's quite a large amount of metrics. In fact, every metric is telling us new people are not flooding this space. And historically, bull markets have always had that, people flooding the space. We're still early in this bull market, and it's absolutely banana mode. You are likely going to make a lot of gains in the next 6 months. The challenge is to make sure you actually keep those gains. Okay? You are going to make a lot of money on paper, but the challenge is to keep that money and turn it into, actual gains. But on-chain is dead, memes are chilling, and Bitcoin is just running by itself. Zero froth, zero euphoria, zero belief. The best conditions for going higher, and I think we're going much higher. We see, according to this chart as well, Bitcoin's fourth huge bull run is beginning. This is exactly how I've been seeing this chart for months, right? This is exactly what I've been expecting for months. Everything is still going exactly as we thought. There's no way to exactly time exactly when it's going to happen. But really, if you take a zoom out, if I'm alive in 10 years and I look back on this, is it going to matter if like myself or other people missed it by a week or two or a month or two or something like that? No, absolutely not. If you've been saying, hey, Bitcoin's going to infinity and beyond, and Bitcoin goes to 1 million, 2 million, 3 million plus per coin, we were right? You can't really debate that. I'm sure certain people will, but those people, they debate their own, well, let's not even get into that. But we also see Bitcoin, as we've been talking about with this M2 money supply, we still have a long way to go. I think Bitcoin is minimum going to 150,000 to 175 in just the next few weeks, just to keep up with the money supply. We're not even considering the money printing that's about to turn back on. We're not even considering retail getting, all of these numbers push it higher and higher. Worst case scenario, I think Bitcoin hits 200K in the next 6 months. Worst case. And I think altcoins are also going to start performing and doing better than they're currently doing, because that's not saying much, though, because altcoins are just not doing very well. But Bitcoin now has officially overtaken Amazon and Google to become the 5th biggest asset in the world. It is going to be making gold's market cap look like a baby market cap by the time this thing is done. Things are going to be bigger than you ever imagined. But with that as well, how is the stock market doing? Well, as we've been talking about, the S&P isn't doing that bad. It's back above its 50-week moving average. Looks like a full recovery so far, almost. I mean, we're right, like a couple percent? We're like 3 or 4% away from new all-time highs for the S&P. Bitcoin, again, following this money supply, the sky is the limit. This thing is going to, you draw these squiggly lines, but very often these squiggly lines end up being correct. We're just going to go up. You're going to make a lot of money. As I keep saying, the challenge is to keep the money. That has never been the issue with crypto. Everybody that has spent at least 4 years in crypto has watched their portfolio skyrocket, right? But the problem is keeping those gains is the issue for 99% of people. You are going to make money. That is not the challenge. The challenge is finding a way to rotate that and diversify and make sure you keep some of it. Now, again, for the first time ever, we have institutions and billion-dollar hedge funds and all of these companies and countries buying Bitcoin. That's going to add so much extra buying pressure. I mean, so in every bull run we've had, it's always retail that ends up FOMOing in towards the top. It's always Jimmy and Johnny down the street that want to make a couple bucks and hear about Bitcoin once it's at all-time highs that buy in, and they're the ones that kind of like mark the top of the cycle. This is the very first time that it's not only Jimmy and Johnny, because believe me, they're still going to be getting into the market. But now we're going to have countries and companies FOMO in a capacity that we have never seen before. The framework is there for the first time ever. It's very realistic. I mean, we already have like so much actual infrastructure built for mass adoption now that we have never had before. I remember when I first started making videos on Bitcoin like 8 years ago, we didn't have that. We didn't have the infrastructure. We didn't have the on-ramps. We did not have the capacity to service hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of billions, trillions of dollars. We did not have that easily. I mean, technically you could, but it was not easy. Now it's easy. It's too easy. It's gonna go banana mode. I'm telling you. And I mean, it's crazy. Looking at a weekly chart for Bitcoin, I mean, this is not the time to be bearish. This is not the time to be bearish. This was not the time to be bearish. But a lot of the people that are fuming in the comments right now were bearish right here. And they got banged. Big time. Not even a tiny banging, like a big banging, right? But that's the crazy thing. It's only just begun. The banging's about to get much bigger. The US dollar, as we've been talking about, since Trump took office, just like the last time he did, it is plummeting. That's bullish for Bitcoin. Bullish for risk on assets. So what, we have the SPX up. That's actually kind of flat on the day. The NASDAQ's up maybe 0.5% almost. Dow Jones is like a little down a little bit. But in general, the trend for the last few weeks has been very strongly to the upside. Tesla's up a lot, right, from the bottom. I mean, it was down below 140. Right now it's 346 or something, right? It's like insane. MicroStrategy looks like it's actually on the verge of a new breakout very shortly. It looks like just bounced off its 21-day moving average. Things are about to get very big. This is when things can really accelerate. I don't know if it's today. I don't know if it's tomorrow. I don't care. It's going to happen soon. And I've made millions of dollars on that bet. There's literally nothing that you can say to me. Well, first of all, the only people that leave comments being like, oh, it's going down, are people that are like, well, I don't want to be like offensive, so I guess I won't say that. But it's people that I would not want to trade places with, I guess is the easiest way to say that. Just be bullish on Bitcoin, man. Long term, literally, that's it. It's that easy. Stop being a baby and stop overthinking it. It's the best money that's ever existed. And get signed up with FMX Below if you want to Bitcoin, altcoins, or trade. No KYC or VPN required if you use my link. Thank you for making